Sawadee Krab and welcome to another episode here for the Catcast on the Funkit pod. It's time to talk about cats again. You know, once a week I talk about my cats and listen to you if you have anything to share. What did you experience? Did any takeaways? Did you learn something from your cats and so on? So this week I actually had two things that surprised me with both of my cats. Like one, the black one, Snooze. Like for the first 2 or 3 days of the week, maybe 2 days. If it would be 3 days, I would have freaked out probably. So the first 2 days or so, she was a bit emo. Like she was hiding more than usual. So she's usually, she likes to be alone anyways. I mean, she comes out to cuddle sometimes when she wants to, of course, but she's like okay to be like in another room for a little bit. While the other cat, Spooky, she needs to be next to me or close to me at all times. So she's right there right now. So then Snooze was like just hiding under the bed, which she didn't do before. So she was like, because you really have to squeeze under the bed. As a cat has to like squeeze and wiggle in there, right? So she wiggled in there and then just was hiding under the bed for a while. And then I realized that under the bed is like a bit the cloth that covers the bed, the inside of the bed, basically from the bottom was a bit broken. So she climbed into the bed basically. And then I thought, what happens there? Maybe is she doing anything in there? Or is she pooping in there or something? So then I flipped the bed on like the second day and saw that there are like some screws loose in there, like from the bed structure basically. So I didn't want it to be in there again not to get hurt from the screws and so on. So I then closed the cloth again. So I fixed it basically so that she can't climb in there anymore. So now she's not doing it anymore. And now the last 3-4 days she's been super okay again. So she's been eating normally. She's pooping normally. We are cuddling normally. She's coming when she needs something. So all is fine. But those 2 days where she was like a bit emo, well, I was a bit surprised. I didn't really know what to do for those 2 days, to be honest. But then I tried to read up on it, of course. Lots of feedback was like, yeah, if it's just a few days, don't worry. As long as she still eats and poops and drinks and so on, and she did all those things, it's all okay. Sometimes cats apparently are just like us, and I understand I'm an introvert, so sometimes cats are just like us, and they just need some quiet time and just need to process things on their own, I guess, apparently. And now it's all done, and now we're all good again. So fine, no problem. Too bad they can't tell us that, right? But now it's all good again, so no problem there. Okay. The second thing was with Spooky, my white cat. The old one is a little bit older, older than Snooze. So Spooky did something she didn't do before, out of nowhere. Like I was standing at my closet, the wardrobe, was just doing stuff, putting stuff up into like the top shelf. And she likes to be in the closet anyways, in the wardrobe. Usually she walks down in like downstairs area and just chills there and so on. And then all of a sudden she jumps on my shoulder from the back. Like I was doing stuff, putting stuff up. She would jump from my back onto the shoulder and just goes into the top shelf of the closet, of the wardrobe. And she did it quite softly. I was very surprised because she hasn't done it before, like out of nowhere. When she was a kid, when she was a baby, she used to like climb up my body when we were outside and to sit on my shoulder. But she hasn't done it for a year or so, and now she all of a sudden jumped like with on my shoulder from the back. Like she pushed with her legs against my back a little bit, and then she was all of a sudden she was on my shoulder. So she didn't climb up my body, like not scratching, like climbing up, but like just like jump, one push somewhere on the back, and then she was sitting on my shoulder, like very softly. Like, how did you practice that? Like, how do you know how to do that all of a sudden? Crazy. And she's been doing that now a few times without me initiating anything. Like I was just opening the door to the closet and I was doing stuff, and then she jumped again. She did it again. And now this morning, she was looking at the closet and the closet was closed. She was looking like, I really want to go there. And I understood. I'm like, okay, you want to go in there again? So I opened the closet and then I just turned around and she jumped again and just jumped on my shoulder and then walked into the closet to chill there. Out of nowhere, interesting, like very interesting, like how she now starts this behavior. Has she seen it on YouTube somewhere? I don't know how she knows that, but it's very. I just find it funny. I like it. It doesn't hurt. She's very soft with it, so no problem. Yeah, strange. Other than that, we still have the rainy season here, so it's still not much outdoor activities for us. It's always on the balcony most of the time. If it's like not raining, then I do walk with them still outside, of course, in the evening. But if it's too wet, they just sit around. They're like, I don't want to walk on the wet street or anything. Yesterday it didn't rain for once, so we just walked up and down the road a little bit, like in our alley here, looking for whatever, smelling the bushes, the flowers, and all those things. But not that much activity, unfortunately, yet due to the rainy season. Rainy season should come to an end soon with October, then hopefully, and then we can talk more about like activities, trips, and so on again. It's going to be exciting. But I'm curious, of course, again, what did you hear or what did you do this week with your cats? Did you learn something from your cats? Did your cats, just like mine, surprise you this week? If so, do shout out in the comments. Send me an email, funkitpod@gmail.com, social media @funkitpod. Let me know, are your cats going crazy? What have you done? That's my favorite, actually one of my favorite times of the week when we talk about cats, because it's like not work, not so serious. It's just like pure joy. So I can't wait to hear what you and your cats have been up to this week. Let me know. Until then, as always, stay safe, take care, like, share, subscribe if you want to. It would be cool. Rate the podcast wherever you listen to it, so more people can find our cat community and we can have a bigger community with more exchanges. Thanks for that. Stay safe, take care, and we'll see and talk soon. Sawadee Krap.